And right now we want to check in with One America's Matt Schuck, who joins us live in Baltimore. Hi, Matt. What's the latest?
Hi. Well, currently rain is about to come down on the city of Baltimore, and we're currently outside of City Hall. And what's become an iconic image is the footage of a protester that was taken into police custody and no one knew where he was. Hashtag Joseph Kent took Twitter by storm, and he is with us now. Joseph, what can you tell us about the ordeal?
Yes, how you doing? Thanks for having me. I just wanted to say that I'm out here for peace, and I'm out here for answers just like everyone else. But at the same time, the violence needs to stop, because it's not the way to get answers. It's just going to make us go to war. It look like a movie out here. I've been doing this. I ain't new to this. I just don't want nobody to think that I've been out here and I'm trying to just blow up. I ain't with the fame, I ain't with the attention. I'm just trying to do this because what's right is what's right and what's wrong is what's wrong. At the end of the day, I'm here because our lives matter, and it's a pattern to me, and I just feel as though yesterday was unnecessary. What actually happened yesterday was I was organizing, trying to keep the peace, and I was doing a good job. I dispersed a crowd of people. I went to the other side of the intersection to try to disperse that. I communicate that with an officer that was in control of the situation. I guess he didn't communicate that with the other officers, and so when I came up, and then that's exactly what happened. And I looked at confused because I thought they would know who I am from being out there for hours, but I guess they didn't, and they just took me. But they knew they was wrong. That's why I'm out today.
How were you treated in police custody?
I mean, I was hit with shields and stuff. I got a little cuts and bruises from the shield cuts, but other than that, I'm absolutely fine. This don't change my motive. It don't change nothing. I'm back out here.
What do you think the difference is between the Baltimore now and the Baltimore that we saw on Monday and Tuesday?
I feel like I made a real impact, not just locally, but around the world. So as long as I can keep doing that and striving to get answers, but peacefully, and actually get an organization that's for these type of police brutality purposes, then I'm gonna keep on working until I can.
What was the relationship between Baltimore citizens and the Baltimore City Police Department before Freddie Gray's death?
Can you say that one more time?
What was the feeling towards the Baltimore City Police Department before Freddie Gray's death?
Well, like I said, I've been out here protesting, like, from City Hall. You can look up my history when for Tyrone West, Eric Garner. I went to D.C., led their protests. I went to New York. I went to Ferguson. I went to all that protests. A lot of people already knew me. It was just like, this was like icing on a cake to blow up, and it was on live TV. And I felt as though that when we was having protesters here in Baltimore for other cities, it was borderline crazy down here already. So I knew when it happened in Baltimore, I knew that it was going to get violent. So I try to come in and distinguish as much as possible, and because I know I have an impact on a lot of people's lives, and a lot of people look up to me. So I just try to do as best as my ability.
Do you think the air of peace in Baltimore that's right now is going to remain when the autopsy is released on Friday?
I'm not absolutely 100 sure about how the people going to react, but I'm out here and I'm going to continue to try to diffuse the situation and keep it peaceful. I just feel like the curfew law, I agree with it in some way, but at the same time I don't, because I think that's going to make it more chaotic, because it was a lot, and I'm telling you this from experience, it was a lot of people down Central Booking that was in there for curfew violation for nothing, just from going to the store, just from walking down the street, just from getting off of work. So that's going to make people that didn't have nothing to do with this ride and stuff, that actually was living their life, going about their life, that's going to make them a little irritated, like, oh, I wasn't doing nothing, I ain't had nothing to do with nothing, but they arrested me, so when I get out of here, because most likely they're going to get out of here on recon, because their violation of curfew, that's a petty charge, that's a misdemeanor, so they're going to get out. And a lot of people told me, oh, I didn't do nothing, but now that's going to make me want to do something when I get out of here, just because I got arrested for nothing, wasting my life, wasting my time. So I feel like that curfew violation, I understand their concept of what they're trying to do, but I feel like that's a bad decision, because it's going to make it more chaotic in the city of Baltimore.
Back to you.
Well, Matt, you know, one of the major messages that we're hearing from Joseph Ken is that he's here for peace. He says the violence needs to stop. I'm wondering, Matt, what are you hearing from other people out there? You know, yesterday we saw people gather and march right before the curfew. What are you expecting to see tonight before the curfew?
The message, I think everybody in Baltimore is in complete solidarity of remaining peaceful. We saw Ray Lewis come to town and talk to kids at the local schools. We spoke to a local church leader who's holding a prayer service tonight. So I imagine that Baltimore will remain peaceful.
Would you ask Joseph Ken for us if he's expecting to be out there tonight?
Are you expecting to be out in the city tonight?
Yes, always. I'm out here. I'm out here. Rain, sleet, snow. I've been out here for the Tyrone West, rain, sleet, snow, for weeks consistently. And I'm still going to be out here for my people and for my city, especially. And it's not just for my city, because everybody know I'm doing this for just the whole purpose of police brutality. But now my city is actually involved. My city been actually a city that actually had that kind of chaotic moment with the police brutality, so I'm definitely going to be out here. This is going to motivate me even more, and the fact that that just happened to me yesterday, that's going to motivate me more, and it's going to make me more humble at the same time.
Reporting live from Baltimore, Matt Schuck, One America News.
All right. Thank you, Matt, and thank you, Joseph. A message of peace and a message of solidarity.